Good afternoon and welcome to West Burlington football at Bill Nelson Field. Tonight we have the West Burlington Falcons versus the Columbus Junction Wildcats. West Burlington tonight is in white shirts. Wildcats will be in blue shirts. We are preparing for the kickoff as the teams get ready. Tonight is Frank Newberry Coin Night. We're looking for donations in the buckets that are located around the field. If you happen to stop by the stadium, please bring a donation for Frank Newberry for help with his medical care. We are just a few short minutes away from kickoff.
The Wildcats are set to kick. Snodgrass is back deep for the Falcons to return the kick.
The Wildcats are lined up to kick. The Falcons will be receiving the kick. Deep for the Falcons is Snodgrass. Kicking off for the Wildcats is number 30, Jose Carderas. And here we go. It's a short kick, about the 40-yard line. Picked up by number 62. And moved to the 38-yard line where it'll be Falcons first down. Looks like a little rainy night tonight. Probably see a lot of passing going or running going on. Short on the passes. We'll see what happens on the field. Trotting out to the field is quarterback Drake Day. Excuse me.
West Burlington will start first and 10. Ball spotted on the 40-yard line.
Wildcats look like they're lined up in a 5-3 defense. Up trots the West Burlington Falcons. Drake takes his position under center. And here we go. Look like we have a power run right up the middle. Tackle about the 45. Running back was number 26, Snodgrass. Tackled by a host of Wildcats.
Gain of 5 on the play brings up 2nd and 5 for the Falcons.
Looks like that is a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 for the Falcons. Call comes in from the coach and trots up the Falcons to the line. Drake Day snapping the ball. Hands off to number 62. And they're tackled about the 49-yard line. Looks like it's close to a first down. I think the referees are going to call for a measurement measure. Oh, no, we're looking at 4th and about a half a yard.
It's up 3rd and short for the Falcons. Ball right around the 50.
Short play, short yardage on 3rd down. We'll see what the Falcons have lined up for this next play. Falcons lined up in a shotgun. Short pass out to the receiver, but falls incomplete to Reese. Be 4th and short for the Falcons. See if coach goes for it here on 4th and short. Rainy day.
Brings up 4th and short for the Falcons.
Along with me is Mr. Schmidt, the superintendent, going to help us out with a little color today.
Emphasis on little, Mr. Hendricks.
That's quite all right. That's quite all right.
The Columbus Junction always seems to have big kids in line, and that's not the exception this year.
No, they do have very large. Oh, it's a quarterback sneak right up the middle. It appears that he has the first down.
Nice line surge by interior line against bigger players, but they surged ahead and showed the power.
That was a good call. Good call. We like that kind of movement forward. Drake Day was the ball carrier on that. Looks like he had about 2 yards.
You know, sometimes we make the game of football too complicated, and there was just straight ahead football, man on man, and we proved to be the stronger man in that play.
It was a definitely good push by our front line. A little slippery, but they got their toes in and got pushing. They're now lined up in a wing T formation, and we have a flag on the play. We'll see what the ref calls here.
It's either offside or somebody was bobbing for apples.
It's pretty wet out there. They might have been bobbing for apples.
Yep. Oh, offside is the
Oh,
call.
we'll take that one too. We definitely like those calls. Puts us 5 yards forward to about the 44, 45-yard line. So we come up with first and 5.
Mr. Henricks, it doesn't appear to be raining too hard on the field, but over by the grill it's pouring. So I don't know what the deal is on that.
As long as the burgers don't get wet.
That's right. That's right.
And they're lined up. Drake Day takes a snap. Quick hitter right up the middle, number 32, Austin Mixer. Looks like he got about 6 yards in the play. First down for the Falcons.
Nice play by the Falcons. They just went off the 2-hole between the guard and center, and Mixer had his eyes up, saw the hole, juked a little bit, and went straight north, literally, on the field. So it's a real nice play.
Good solid running we've seen out of the Falcons here in the first few minutes of play. 6 minutes left on the clock. Score still 0-0. First and 10 on the 38-yard line.
I like the rhythm that our kids go on there. They're getting to the line, but they're not hurrying. With a wet ball, you got to be careful. I hope I didn't jinx us here.
Another quick snap taken by Greg Day and handed off to the fullback. Hitter right up the middle, gain of a couple of yards.
That time it was off the 1-hole, off between the guard, left guard and the center, and nothing too fancy here, but proving to be effective.
Yeah, looks like we have good push on both sides of the line, which is good to know for early in the game.
You bet.
Falcons call another play in. They're huddling up.
It's a perfect night for football, Mr. Henricks. This will teach those boys, rain or shine, you're playing ball, man.
Playing some fun football, I know. It'll get slippery and a little muddy out there maybe a little bit, but that'll be good. Falcons trot up to the line. Drake Day takes place under center. Fake to the fullback right off. It's a quarterback keeper.
Oh, nice pitch.
Flips it out to Mr. Snodgrass. Good run for about 10 yards. First down for the Falcons.
Nice little belly option fake, and Drake came rolling down the line, and right when the outside linebacker came to him, he pitched it to Snodgrass. Really nice play by the Falcon offense.
He did. He held onto that ball well right till the very end and got rid of it when he needed to.
Really nice play.
Good plays there.
Good for a Falcon first down.
We are an official timeout. We have a player down in the field. A Wildcat. Other players are helping him off right now. Seems to have a leg injury.
Yeah, we know for sure it doesn't feel good.
No, when it's cold and wet, those things tend to hurt a little bit more too. So I feel for the young man while he's out there. But he's doing a good job getting off the field. Coaches are out helping him now. Falcons are up and almost ready to go. We're sitting with first and 10 on about the 24-yard line on the Wildcat side of the field. Got 4 minutes and 55 seconds left in the first quarter. Score still 0-0 for those just turning in. And the Falcons are up and ready. Drake Day under center. Oh, we got some movement on the line there.
We moved, they jumped. It's just a matter of who violated first.
Who got a little excited going first? Oops, looks like it was false start on the Falcons. Pushes back 5 yards. We'll look at first and 15. Sitting about the 29-yard line. Resilient bunch of kids. I'm sure that won't set them back. We've got good ball push up until this point. We'll see what the Falcons call as they come up to the line. And they're moving back up the line with good pace. Like Mr. Schmidt said, they have good trot up the line, good tempo moving. Drake Day takes position under center. Quick snap. Oh, a couple ball fakes there. Drake's rolling out to pass. Got a guy open down deep, and it is a catch. The running down the side of the field by number 42, Reese Richards. Touchdown for the Falcons.
Really nice concept. We faked the pitch to the left. Drake rolled to his right, and he got open behind the defender, threw the ball out there. Nice catch. Dodged a tackle and made it into the end zone. Real nice play.
Spectacular for the Falcons. Looks like Coach Rowley's going to run a two-point conversion on this. Kind of a slippery night, maybe to kick some field goals. Falcons walk up to the line. take their positions. Drake goes under center. Ball snapped. Steps back, looks down the field. And it is caught. Caught for the 2-point conversion by number 32, Mixer. Good job.
They faked into the line, a little play action, and threw the ball up, and Mixer caught the ball. Good concentration. The defender actually tipped it, but he kept his concentration, used both hands, and pulled it in for the 2-point conversion.
It was. He was surrounded by the Wildcats when he pulled that down. That was a good job. Now we're looking at 8-0 for the Falcons. 4:13 left in the first quarter. Falcons take the first lead. Excellent. Good job for the Falcons.
Yeah, real nice drive. I don't know where we started. I came in late, but we must have piled up 5 or 6 first downs, and we overcame a legal procedure penalty and got in for the touchdown. Nice drive by the Falcons.
Falcons are lining up to do the kickoff. Number 26, Tanner Snodgrass, will be doing the kicking for the Falcons tonight. Wildcats are lined up in a position. Can't see the young man's number, sitting back there to pick up. Good kick down the middle. Picked up about the 30-yard line. Ball was bobbled a little bit. Here come the Falcons. Put him down about the 43-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Wildcats on the 43.
Columbus Junction is going to start out with good field position. Kid caught the football, went straight south this time, and we had good coverage by the Falcons and brought him down, and it's 1st and 10 at the 43.
It does appear that the rain has let up, so if you're at home and you wanting to come out to a game, I think it'd be a good time to come out and enjoy a football game. Falcons are on the field, ready for their defensive stand.
Mr. Hendricks, I'm not much of a tech guru. I know you're a tech expert. At our last game, we had Brian Hopkins who allowed his cell phone number to be publicly known, and we had calls from Afghanistan about our webcast, Chicago,
really?
and also Saginaw, Michigan.
Oh, that is spectacular.
Yeah, that was really cool.
That is great. So everybody loves to watch Falcons around the field. Wildcats come up the line. Number 28 grab the ball, hand it off to
number 30.
Number 30, which is Jose Cardenas. And we had Mr. Snodgrass. Mr. Snodgrass. Or we had Tanner Snodgrass on the tackle.
That was an off-tackle run right into the left side of their line, the right side of our line, and Tanner came up, wrapped him up, and brought him down for a really short gain.
Looks like about second, probably 9.5. Good stop by the Falcons. A lot of people around the ball.
Looks like a 3-5 defense.
The Wildcats come up to the ball. Quarterback under center. Also look like they're kind of a wing T formation. Quarterback keeper, and in the backfield, Falcons take him down. Tucker Moore tackles the quarterback for a loss, probably about 4 yards in the backfield. Good job, Tucker.
Yeah, and Reese Richards came up to finish it off, but Tucker had it well under control, and nobody went for the fake. Columbus Junction's got a big fullback out there.
They do have a lot of good size, like you said. They always have a little bit of size in the line, and they have some big folks that are behind that line as well. 3rd and long for the Wildcats. We'll see what their coach dials up, if he's willing to throw the ball in the wet weather, or we'll have another run play here. Falcons are lined up in their defense, ready to roll. And the ball snapped outside. Looks like they're going to try to run a sweep outside.
Ball's on the ground.
Oh, spectacular fumble. Good containment by the outside linebacker. Drove the guy inside. Ball's in the ground. It is Falcon football.
Looks like Drake Day came up the recovery.
Good job, Drake Day. We need to keep your head open, your eyes open. Got a good recovery there. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Falcons on about the 44, 45-yard line of the Wildcats.
Yeah, that was just a dive play off the left side of the line, and he made a couple yards, but we stripped the football from him, and Drake was alert, laid on the football for the recovery.
Now we'll see if the Falcons can get another long drive together. We had a lot of power in the last drive, lots of fullback, lots of tailback, as well as some good long pass plays. Mix it up well in the last one. Falcons are up the line. Drake's under center. Fake to the first man through. Looks like we're going to have an outside play. Moving outside, and good tackle by the Wildcats, but we also gained about 6 yards on that play. Good run by the Falcons.
That was a wingback, kind of wingback option, and made good yards. It got around the corner, picked up 5, and Columbus Junction kid made a good play on him. It could have been a lot bigger game.
Oh, we had a fake on the end around. Now Drake Day's holding the football. A good 8-yard run. We have a 1st and 10 for the Falcons.
Nice fake. He faked the belly handoff and then just took it around the right end. And again, running north, straight north, not dilly-dallying around, picking up the yards that are available and making the most out of a good play. Just running some good offense.
Good strong football.
Strong it is. Football. It's pretty basic, fundamental, and so far quite effective.
All right, plays come in from the coach. Falcons are approaching the line. Looks like Drake's looking over the defense. At the snap of the ball. Quick hitter right up the middle, number 32. Oh, good cut. Now he's off to the races, ladies and gentlemen. Touchdown for the Falcons. Makes number 2. Excellent run from Mr. Mixer. We like that.
That was touchdown. Sweet. They started at 33-yard line and with his eyes up, did a little Gale Sayers juke, and he was off to the races and showed some good speed as he got around the corner.
Yeah. Or DeMarco Murray if we want to go with the
old school, baby. This is old school football. This is old school football, man. Gale who?
And the Falcons route for their after-point try. I believe it looks like they're going to go for a 2-point conversion again. Falcons walk up to the line. Drake takes position under center. The ball is snapped. Another quarterback option. Good job. Turn it up, young Mr. Tanner Snodgrass. And it is good for the 2-point conversion. Spectacular. Falcons will be 16. Wildcats 0. 1 minute and 16 seconds left in the first quarter. Excellent job, Falcons.
Drake rolled to the left side, had the DN take him. He just sat down, flipped it to Snodgrass. He caused one tackle to miss him, and he went into the end zone. Again, just a really nice play. I'm liking how Drake's running that option.
He does. He waits, makes the call when he needs to make the call. It's good football.
Yep, and he looks where he's pitching it. Sometimes it's tempting to not sit down, but to just fling it back there. But he sits and then pitches the ball well. Well taught. Coach Riley's taught him how to run that option very well.
Very good. Good fundamental football so far in the first quarter for the Falcons.
Yeah, we ran good offense both series. We played good D in our defensive series. Like I said, just good fundies all the way around.
And the Falcons are ready to kick off. Tanner Snodgrass will make this kick. And it is a short kick that will be the the Wildcat football on the Falcon 46-yard line. The Falcon defense is trotting out, ready to get going. I shouldn't say flying out. We don't trot. We're Falcons.
That's right. We fly.
We're soaring out.
We're soaring. There you go.
There we are.
That's a classic example of Mr. Snodgrass, a young Snodgrass, just lifted his head a little bit before he kicked the ball, and it's going to happen one time this year, and it just did. But our D will hold him tight here.
I think so. We had a tough showing last time. West Burlington defense is out there. I believe, like Mr. Schmidt said, we're sitting in a 3-5 defense. Wildcat quarterback underneath. He hits the first fullback right up the middle. Bunch of Falcons take that man down. First hit by, I'm not real sure, can't see the number.
I think just about every kid in the team hit him one time or another on that play.
It was a big tackle.
Good swarming by our defense. Need to wrap up. Got through the line, and the linebacker was not wrapping, so we need to wrap them up and not try to go for that huge hit.
You betcha. Looking at second down and about 6 yards to go as the Wildcats get their play into the ball game. Lots of good hits so far today. A lot of good ball movement for the Falcons. 38 seconds left in this quarter. We'll see if they can get the snap off. And the ball's on the ground. Quarterback picks it up, tries to get around the end, and is quickly tackled by number 26, Snodgrass, and a couple other Falcons. Good job, Falcons, making that stop.
That was a nice play by their quarterback. Wet ball, he fumbled it, but he kept his head, knew that the defenders weren't going to be there absolutely immediately. Kept his cool, picked the ball up, tried to dive into the line, didn't try to do anything too fancy with it, but just try to make something positive, and he kept the loss to a minimum.
And that's kind of hard to do sometimes when you're a young player. You get kind of panicked when stuff like that happens.
That's right. He kept his cool.
Keeping himself cool. And that is the end of the first quarter. Falcons 16, Wildcats 0. Going to water them up and we'll go from there. Once again, I want to remind everybody it's benefit night for Frank Newberry. So if you do come out to the football game, I believe they have some buckets around the stadium to drop off some donations for Frank during his recovery from his back injury. Appreciate that support. Thank you very much. We'll take a quick break here until the start of the second quarter.
All right. Busy man tonight.
We might have 45 minutes of Instagram.
I can do that. I can stay or I can do both. Okay. It'll be okay.
Yeah, just get a nice life.
Yep, not a problem.
I'm going to go check the burgers.
All right.
And I'll be back.
All right.
Sound good on there.
Some,
Sounds really good name for an actual.
yeah.
Yeah, it looks great.
Doesn't really. Do you have it on the phone? Woo!
Where's this mics for you guys going?
Onto the webcast. Onto the.
Is it on the internet?
Yep.
This Aaron's is being heard around the world. Don't forget your microphone.
Oh, why are I'll walk to the next order and they'll say, what's going on? That sounds so
So
much
this is
better.
7 for the Wildcats.
And we're just about to start the second quarter. Wildcat ball on the Falcon 47-yard line. Quarterback comes up under center. Falcons in their 3-5 defense. Quarterback keeper on the outside. Two good fakes. Good tackle by Drake Day on the 24-yard line. Quarterback keeper, number 35. Not sure. Not on the program here. Good job, Wildcats. Falcons tracked it down, made the tackle. So it's 1st and 10, Wildcat ball on the 26-yard line. Plays coming in for the Wildcats. Falcons are ready to go on the defensive side of the ball. Looks like they're ready to play some hard football in this nice wet weather. Love it. Good cool football Thursday night. Quarterback snacks the ball. Second guy through, number 30. Quick hit by the Falcons. Looks like Austin Mixer was in on that first on the tackle, then helps tackling with the rest of the Falcon crowd. Good call. Good way to get around that ball, Falcons. Brings up second down and 10 yards to go. Falcons are getting lined back up for their defense. Ready to take on the Wildcats on this 2nd and 10 play. So far, the Falcon D has done a really great job of stopping and keeping line control. Quarterback under center. And the ball snap. Fake the first guy through. Good tackle by the Falcons. Once again, Austin Mixer on the tackle, as well as a couple other Falcons. Joined by Ian Brem, I see down there. Good job, Ian. Good job, Austin. That's some good, tough defense. About a yard gain on that. Brings up about 3rd and 9, maybe 3rd and 8.5. Falcons are playing some tough football out there. And we have a timeout. Official timeout. Don't know if we have an injured player or just an equipment issue. Oh, yep, sending an injured player out. All right. Official calls the clock back. The quarterback steps up under center for the Wildcats. And he snaps the ball. First guy through. Fullback play. Oh, my goodness. And the Falcons stop that hold. Looks like they're not going to make anything up the middle tonight. Good tackle by a number of Falcons. I guess I'd call it a flock of Falcons because I'm not sure who initiated that, but it was an awesome tackle. Brings up 4th down and 8. No gain on that play. In comes the Wildcat play. Falcons are ready to go. Make another good defensive stand here with 5 minutes and 36 seconds left in the first quarter. Their quarterback comes up under center. Falcons are good and ready. Ball Ball snapped, pitch out. Oh, it's a reverse. Oh, good containment. The ball's in the ground. And it is Wildcats covered the ball. However, it was 4th down, so that brings up 1st and 10 for the Falcons. The Wildcats tried to do a little razzle-dazzle there with a reverse. I don't think it would have went very far anyway because we had good containment from probably the outside linebacker. So as soon as that guy would have got that ball, he would have been tackled for a good loss anyway. It was great defense by the Falcons. Falcons are flying up to the football here. Drake Day's looking over the defense. Takes a step under center. Ball snapped. Fake to the first guy, second guy. Good toss down the field. Oh, just a little bit slippery ball. Just right through Reese Richards' hands. Everybody was open, but it looked good. It was a good play. I think Coach Raleigh might come back to that one in a few plays. That was a good play. Seems like the Wildcats are really biting on those great fakes by Drake and the fullback. As the Falcons come up the line, get ready to snap this ball. Looks like it's 2nd and 10. Drake Day under center. And it is a quarterback keeper around the left-hand side. Drake's got it wide open. He's running. It's now at the 40, 35, 30, 25, 20. Excellent play. We're going to look like a touchdown, Falcons. Drake Day on the quarterback keeper for a 82-yard touchdown run. Great job, Falcons. Brings us to 22-0 with 5:02 left in the second quarter. Falcons are having a great job running inside to the outside. Also done some wonderful passing plays. I believe the Falcons are going to go for a 2-point conversion one more time. And the Falcons approach the line. Drake is in a shotgun position. We got 4 wideouts for this 2-point conversion. Spread in the field. Flag on the play. Delay of game on the Falcons. Looks like they'll move back the ball the 5 yards, and then they'll be ready to go. Falcons will keep the same play that they had played. Drake's in the shotgun position. Falls back, passes up there. Oh, knocked down by a Wildcat defender. That was a good try, though. Good shot for the Falcons. 5:02 in the second quarter, 22-0. Falcon lead. Time for another Falcon kickoff. Falcons are jogging down the field, heads held high. Looks good to be a Falcon tonight. On the PA system, they're playing taking care of business, and that is what the Falcons are doing. Snodgrass lines up, puts the ball in the tee, is backing up for his kick. Falcons ready to kick off to the Wildcats. Wildcat receiver is sitting down about the 22-yard line, and here comes Snodgrass's kick. Kick to the right-hand side and covered up by the Wildcats at about the 36-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 Wildcats on the Wildcat 36.
Wildcats will start 1st and 10. Ball spotted on the 36-yard line.
Falcons are up and ready to play some defense. Had really good defensive stands tonight. Shut down the short runs up the middle. Shut down some outside runs as well. A couple trick plays the Wildcats had. Columbus Junction is called a timeout. Once again, 4 minutes and 59 seconds left in the second quarter. 22-0 to Falcon lead. Good job, Falcons.
They'll be grilling for the 6:30. Nothing better than a Niagara burger or both at the football game. Please support West Burlington School District and the junior class parents' efforts to have a safe and drug-free prom.
And the referees have blown the whistle, calling the Wildcats back to play some football. West Burlington Falcons are out there ready for some defense. Here come the Wildcats to the line. Sitting in the wing T formation. And the quarterback's under center. Snap. Oh, spectacular. That was good line penetration. The Falcons actually had their hand on the ball before it was even given off. Looks like Austin Mixer had his hand on the ball before the quarterback could even hand it to the fullback. Spectacular defense by the Falcons. Brings up 2nd and 14. Kind of a long yardage play here. We'll see if the Falcons will let a pass rip. Here come the Wildcats to the ball. Falcons are up and ready for defense. Line is down and ready. Got their feet dug in, ready for the next play. Center snaps the ball right up the center. Fullback up the middle, right off the left hand of the center. Falcons stop it on the nose. Brings up 3rd down, and once again, 3rd down and 14. Good stop for the Falcons. Looks like it was Tucker Moore again, 41 on the tackle. Brings up 3rd down and long.
3rd and 14 for the Wildcats.
Wildcats have their call in, running up to the line. Looks like they have an offset line. Oh. Timeout called by the Wildcats. I'd like to welcome everybody again to Bill Nelson Field. Listen to the 8th grade football players take on the Columbus Junction Wildcats. The score is 22-0 with 3 minutes and 37 seconds left in the second quarter. Been a great game for the Falcons right now, standing tough on defense. Some wonderful plays on offense, good hard drives up the middle, as well as long pass plays, and some outside running. The Falcons have moved the ball pretty much where they wanted to this evening. Playing some good, tough Falcon football. PA system, they're playing a little AC/DC Thunder. I thought we might have a little of that earlier with the clouds that I'm seeing, but I believe most of the rain has stopped. It's turned out to be a beautiful night for football. Here come the Falcons on defense. Wildcats step up to the line. Quick toss out. Looks like a halfback pass. Ooh. Halfback pass to number 30 on the Wildcats. Defender there to break up that play. Good job for the Falcons. Brings up about 4th and 14 for the Wildcats. Wildcats are lined up in the punt formation. Drake Day is back to receive, standing about our 44-yard line. And we'll wait for the Wildcat snap. Oh, it's a high snap recovered by the punter. About a 15-yard punt. Drake backs away from the ball. And the Wildcats will down it about the 42-yard line. So it's 1st and 10 Falcons on the 42-yard line. Drake Day is trotting in with the play. The Falcons are huddled up and ready to go. Wildcats are up the line on defense. Look like they're running the 5-3 defense this evening. Drake comes up under center. Fake handoff to the fullback. Rolls out for the pass. Coming back around this way. We've got some people open down. Oh, tossed ball incomplete.
Today's pass is incomplete.
Intended receiver, I think, was Cole Williams. Looked like a good play. Brings up 2nd and 10 for the Falcons. And we have a timeout for the Falcons.
Timeout, West Burlington. Just a reminder, fans, tonight is Football Falcons for Frank Night going on as we speak. Find a donation bucket to show your support for our police chief, Frank Newberry.
Just want to remind everybody, it is Falcons for Frank Night for Chief Newberry. If you come down to the game, there are buckets around the stadium for donations for the recovery costs of Frank, suffering from a spine injury. And the Falcons are on the line. Up approaches the defense of the Wildcats. Under center is Tyler Dameron. Looks for a fake, and then he comes around. Quarterback keeper around the right side. Tackled for a little bit of a loss. Bring up 2nd down and 14. It is 22-0. Falcon lead with 2 minutes and 51 seconds left in the second quarter. Play comes in. The Falcons are addressing the line. Wildcats still in their 5-3 defense. Tyler Dameron under the center. Ball snaps. Fake the first one. Looks like we have an end around, and it is a gain of a couple yards. Good running. Good running by the running back. And brings up 4th and about 14. Falcons going to punt the ball away, it looks like. With about 2 minutes and 5 seconds left in the second quarter.
Is this our first punt of the evening, Mr. Hendricks?
I believe this is the first punt of the evening. We have the ball snapped, punts up in the air. Looks like a very good punt. Driven down to about the 35-yard line. The Wildcat returner has grabbed the ball. A lot of Falcons' hands on the Wildcat. Now they drag him down about the 46-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 10 for the Wildcats.
Looked like about a 33-yard kick and about a 12-yard return.
The Falcons are out on defense, ready to take on the Wildcats, put up another good defensive stand. 1 minute and 37 seconds left in the half. Wildcats are up in the ball. Quarterback under center. Snap. Quarterback keeper around the left-hand side. Good tackle by number 32, Austin Mixer on the outside.
Trying to give us a little bit of our own medicine. They faked the belly option, and he came out on the left side. It looked like he's going to get around the corner, but Mixer closed the gap quickly.
Yep, good contained by Mixer. Good not biting on those first fakes and keeping contained.
The rain has stopped.
That makes it even a better night for football. Literal slipper out there. I bet the guys are having a good time on the field.
Every night's a good night for football, Mr. Hendricks.
That is, I cannot argue that point at all. It's a quick snap, flip out to the right side. Number 30 trying to get it on the outside, but it is stopped by the Falcons. Looked like Sal Cavazos on that tackle. Good job.
And Cole Williams, even though he didn't make the tackle, he made a really nice play of turning the running back into the pursuit. And that's good fundamental football there.
We like the good containment out there. We don't want anything going outside and getting around, so that's awesome. And
looks like Columbus Junction's picking their pace up a little bit here, realizing the urgency of the half nearing.
And they're going to go for the outside again. Another good contained play. We got our hands on number 30. First hit by number 1, Alan Thomas, but taken down by 32, I believe, Austin Mixer. Brings up 4th down. 4th and long for the Wildcats. However, the half is going to expire. So at the end of the first half, 22 for the Falcons, 0 for the Wildcats. Been a good, strong showing for the Falcons in the first half. Great passing, good up the middle runs. Had a couple nice outside runs and a very strong defensive stand. We will see you at the beginning of the second half.
Just record it. So you guys want a hamburger? Join us on the 7th for the Rick of Fond Farewell. Thanks, Rick.
Okay. All right. Does it look like it?
Welcome back to Falcon football. Kickoff was by Tanner Snodgrass. Landed about the 44-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 10 for the Wildcats. Starting the second half, we're sitting at 22 for the Falcons, 0 for the Wildcats. Wildcats are coming up the ball. Falcon defense is down and ready. Quarterback takes his place under center. Snap of the ball, fake to the first guy. Good penetration by the defense. Tackled for a loss of about 4 yards back to the 40-yard line of the Wildcats. Tackled by Austin Mixer. Great job, Falcons.
Tried to work a little end run by the quarterback, and nothing doing. Defense is showing great speed. We are really swarming to the football. We've got a lot of guys in on the tackles, and if the first guy doesn't get the tackle, our second and third wave of tacklers do.
It's impressive with the penetration that the front line of the Falcons have tonight. They're getting right through that line and putting a lot of pressure on that quarterback.
Yeah, we've got 8 in the box, and they clean up the mess. And fortunately, our D-backs haven't had to do much tackling tonight.
Yep. Quick pitch out to the outside. Tackled by a few Falcons. 21 looks like Tyler Dameron, as well as Austin Mixer. And I saw one more. I can't find him, though.
There's a lot of running going on for not much gain.
That's true. Brings up about 3rd and 14. We'll see what the Wildcats pull out here.
Well, we're hoping Falcons can stuff them here and get a short field and put another football into the end zone.
We like when that happens. Very good stuff. And the Wildcats are coming up the line. Falcons are down and ready. Good, strong front line for the Falcons. Quarterback pitch out to the left-hand side. Oh, they're trying to reverse. And he's running around the outside, and the Falcons are quick pursuit. A lot of running, like Mr. Schmidt said, for about a 3-yard gain. Good pursuit by the Falcons. Drake Day and Austin Mixer over there for the tackle.
Yeah, we a little reverse action, and it seemed like he had a good opening over there, but it seems like a pretty quick kid. But fortunately, the Falcons were quicker and closed the gap for a menial gain of about 4 yards. Just bring up 4th and long.
It's good Falcon defense. Good Falcon defense. They almost had him tackled and lost before the reverse even happened.
And the good news is our kids don't give up on the play. Even though they were out of the play, we still pursued, and our D-backs are able to make the tackle and for minimum damage.
Right. Wildcats on line. Look back for the punt. Drake Day's back to receive. Long punt by the Wildcats. Drake's trying to chase that down. Stays away from the ball and is down to about the 7-yard line. Be 1st and 10 for the Falcons on their own 7-yard line. Good long field drive, but I'm sure the Falcons can take care of that.
Yeah, it was a good kick, and Drake did a good job. He was kind of looking to see what the pursuit was going to do, and he had aspirations of maybe picking up the football and running, but he made a good decision. We're up by 3 touchdowns. Took the safe way out, let the ball get blown dead there, and we'll just run the ball down their throat for 93 yards.
That's good old Falcon football. And here the Falcons approach the line. Drake.
Just a quick observation here, Doug. We just didn't quite get that rhythm up to the line like we had the first half.
A little slower. Got a quick handout to the outside. Tanner Snodgrass on the outside run. Looks like about a 14-yard gain. 1st and 10 for the Falcons. Good outside run there as well.
Maybe we came up to the line with not a whole lot of energy, but we sure had a lot of energy when they snapped the football.
Sure moved it when it counted.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Just a nice, simple play and run, and picked up a 14-yard gain.
Looked like a very good play. We'll see what the Falcons have come up next. Line is up at the line. Drake's looking over the defense as he approaches the center. Quick hit up the middle. Big hole up the middle. Great run. Looked about a 9-yard gain by the fullback, Austin Mixer. Great run, Austin.
Yeah, that was a nice call by Coach Raleigh. We had been looking at the option, running the ball outside off the tackles. Then we had a quick opener to the fullback, and that was right through the one hole, right up the middle of the field for a nice 13-yard gain and another Falcon first down.
Falcons are doing a great job of keeping the Wildcats guessing about where they're running the ball. We've hit a little up the middle, hit a little upside, thrown a few passes.
Mixing up well.
Good play calling tonight. Drake's under center. Snap of the ball. Hit right up the center again. Good running. He is pulling along about 3 or 4 Wildcats while he's doing it. That's a real tough run by Mr. Mixer.
Same play as the last play, just a fake to the outside or make them believe we're going outside, and a quick opener up the middle for a nice gain of 7 yards and first down.
Really impressive running by the Falcons tonight. They've been having people holding on to their legs and holding on to around their waist and keep pumping the legs and keep moving through.
Yeah, the kids, sometimes you get junior high kids try to be too fancy, but our kids aren't. They're just run north and south. I guess this time running south.
Yeah, that's right. And it's to the second man through. Tanner Snodgrass through the line. Gain of about 6 yards for a Falcon first down. Good push by all the Falcons.
Yeah, nice surge and good running by Tanner, running with his eyes up. And Doug, if you notice, down the field, about 8 yards down the field, there were 2 linemen down there leading the charges, and that's excellent line play, keeping with the play.
You betcha. Getting to the second level, the defenders pushing more of those linebackers out of the way makes it nice running for a running back.
It does, and Tanner drove in right behind him, kept his eyes up, and just another nice play by the Falcons.
So we have 1st and 10 on the Falcon 49-yard line. Falcons are up on the ball. Got a full line there.
Looks like we might be offside on us. One of our guys looked like he was sticking his head over the neutral zone.
Yep.
I hate being right.
It happens a lot, I'm telling you.
I'm a legend in my own mind.
There we go. It was offsides by the Falcons. Moved back 5 yards. I'm sure they'll pick their heads up and get going and move this ball down the field.
I know the first half we had a similar situation, and we ripped off a long run on the next play, and then actually a short run on the next play, and then ensuing long touchdown pass.
Mm-hmm. Here they go. Looks like a tight formation. Drake's under center. Power I. 2 fakes. Drake's back to pass. Looking down the field. He's on the scrambles. Got some field in front of him. Good block right there. Got in the way. Perfect. Good run by Drake. About 8 or 9 yards on the gain. Puts us back between the sticks. Comes up about second down and 6 yards.
Yeah, we cut the down in distance and in half right there. Gained about 8 yards on a first, more than 10 yards on a 1st and 15 play. And was that 42 with that good block, or Reese Richards?
I believe it was.
That was a really nice downfield block. Kept his head in front of him and hit him, and Drake used the block well.
Coming in with a full line formation in tight. Drake's under center. Little power I. Ooh, a little bob of the ball there. Looking down the field. Finds an open man. Number 81, Cole Williams, catch the ball. Good job. Puts us at the Wildcat 38-yard line for another Falcon first down.
Yeah, that's a real nice pass concept. We've got a man going deep and a man going a little shorter on a flag route. And Drake read it well. He looked long. He was covered, so he threw it to the short guy, and the guy caught it with his hands, Cole, and turned the ball upfield immediately for another nice pass play and another Falcon first down.
We've seen a lot of that good fundamentals tonight. Drake was able to go through his progressions, look the guy down the field, then came back to the second guy.
That's exactly right.
Looks like we got a little wishbone coming up here. Drake's under the center. Takes a snap. Got 2 lead blockers coming through for Tanner Snodgrass. Running hard, pushing about 5 or 6 Wildcats while he's going. Looks like about a 9-yard gain for 2nd and 1 for the Falcons.
A classic example of a football player churning his feet. He was spinning his wheels and churning those feet even as he went down. That was picture perfect. Nice job.
Got a lot of good fundamental football tonight.
Yeah, I'm really impressed with this group. They're a good group. They've had a good record. They're 2 years, and I know Coach Brewer's looking forward to them coming up to the next level next year.
Spectacular. West Burlington comes up the line again. Looks like a wishbone. Drake's under center. Ball snapped. Ooh, the fake this time. Drake's taking the ball. Got some room outside. Can he scoot around a little bit farther? Great run. Looks like about a 12-yard gain. First down for the Falcons.
Coming out of the wishbone and had 3 lead blockers down the field. The whole army down there, and Drake stayed behind his blockers off their tail, and they got a really nice gain and a first down. Took kind of a lick at the end there, though.
Yeah, he did. He did, but he's up and ready to go.
Yep, he's a tough kid. He popped right up.
Now this is a good, long, sustained drive. Remember, we started on our 7-yard line at the beginning of this drive. Moving right on down the field. We're at the power I right now. Drake's under center. And we have a flag out. Looks like we lined up offsides again. We're very excited to get going. We want to get as far down the field as we can.
That's right. They want to hit those Wildcats and Just a little bit excited, but we'll calm down. We've made good on the first down play each time, so I'm sure we'll probably do it again.
Betcha. All right, we're back at the same line. Power I formation. Drake's under center. Fake up the middle here. Got a guy coming around the outside. Miller's got the football down to the 10-yard line, down to the 5-yard line, and gets shoestrung tackle about the 4, it looks like. Excellent run by Miller.
Nice run, really good concept. I noticed that the two Wildcat tacklers didn't believe we were running the reverse because we've been faking that reverse, and they were looking in the middle of the line for the fullback on a quick opener, and Miller went fast around the corner and wasn't quite able to get in the end zone. Got stopped about 3 yards short.
So that brings up 1st and 3 from the 3-yard line. Falcons approach the ball. Back into a power I formation. Drake's under center. Ball snapped. And again, coming in the little end around here. He's got space. Got a good block out front by Austin. And that is Miller in for the touchdown. Great job, Falcons.
Yeah, real nice. A little bit of a counter action, counter step, and that took the Wildcats all shifting to the right, and then he basically just walked into the end zone. Really nice concept and a well-executed play by the Falcons.
And we're lining up for the extra point.
You're going to kick it here?
It looks like we're going to
All right.
Well, we'll find out.
Press box is yelling for the kick.
That's right. We want a little kick up here. We'll see what happens.
But they're not going to get it.
Tyler Dameron's the quarterback underneath center. I wonder.
It's some special play up our sleeve here. Here we go.
And we're sitting in the power I. And right up the center was the fullback, Ty Rassel. Doesn't quite make it in for the 2-point extra point conversion.
Went to the quick opener, though.
It did. I think, Coach, we might have been out there with 10 players this time. All right, so we're now sitting at 1 minute and 30 seconds left to go in the third quarter. 28-0 Falcons. Been a big, good, strong game for the Falcons this evening. Good, man. Mr. Schmidt's been called away to do some burger delivery. We'll have the Falcons kicking off here to the Wildcats. Tanner Snodgrass has the tee and the ball, and we'll get underway in just a second. And Tanner's got the ball placed, and he's ready to go. Got his hand up. Referee just blew the whistle, and here we go. Kick right down the middle, picked up by number 35. And here, ball on the ground. Covered up by the Wildcats. It'll be Wildcat ball, 1st and 10 on the 37-yard line. Falcon defense taking its place on the field. 28-0 once again. Falcon lead with 1:27 left in the third quarter. Here comes the Wildcat quarterback into his huddle. Give the guys the play. Falcon defense is on the line, ready to go. Getting down in their position. And here we go. Snap to the quarterback. Direct hitter right up the middle, but Falcons stop that cold. Brings us up, still leaves us at 2nd and 10. Second 9 3/4. How's that for a night? Very good stop by the Falcons. It is. Started out to be a cool, rainy night for the Falcon football game, but it's dried off. Looks really wonderful out there. Got a bunch of fans in the stands. No umbrellas up anymore. Things are looking good. Wildcats take their position on offense. Quarterback under the center. Snap. Quick hitter by the quarterback. Quarterback keeper up the middle. And he is stopped again. Looks like he might have even lost a half a yard. Oh, he gave a little bit of forward progress there, probably about maybe another yard that he got. So it'll bring up 3rd and 8 for the Wildcats. Good stop once again for the Falcons. Got a lot of new players out there for the Falcons getting into the football game. 3 down linemen are down and ready to go for the Falcons. Here comes the Wildcats. Quarterback keeper on the outside. Oh, ran into his own guy. It'll bring up 4th down and about 10 at the end of the third quarter. At the end of the third quarter, it's 28-0. Wildcats at 0. We'll start the fourth quarter. All right, welcome back to Falcon football. Starting the fourth quarter, 28-0 Falcon lead. Wildcats are up in the line. Long punt snap. High punt. Back to receive. Oh, cover the ball. There you go. Ball was on the ground, covered up by Alan Thomas. A good way to get back on top of that slippery ball. Out trots the Falcon offense, ready to take the ball from the 37-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Falcons. Looks like the Falcons have their huddle together. Out trots Drake Day as quarterback, starting the fourth quarter. 7 minutes, 51 seconds left in the game. And they're approaching the line. Looks like we're in a wing T formation here. Drake's under center. Ball snapped. First guy, second guy, third guy coming around. We got some room on the outside here. Alan Thomas is going. He's got a first down and tackled about the 50-yard line. Great job, Alan Thomas, on that run. Good job, Falcons. Place that ball on the 50-yard line. Be 1st and 10. Good hard run by Alan Thomas. And here they go. They're hopping right up to the line. Drake's taking his position under the center. Sitting in a little wing T formation. Fake to the first guy, and now it's Alan Thomas around the other side. We've got a couple blockers out there. 42, good job. Austin turned the guy inside. Good job, great run. Looks like about a 20-yard gain for Alan Thomas that time. Takes us down to the 30-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Falcons. Great job, Falcons, pushing outside, getting some blockers down the field. Looks like a good run. And the Wildcats are up on the line, ready for some defense. Wonder if they're kind of wondering what we're going to throw at them now. We've done a little bit of everything. We've run up the middle. We've run the outside. We've thrown a few good passes. Falcons are up on the line. Ball snapped, and we got another one out here. Alan Thomas again around the outside, left side. Breaks about 3 or 4 tackles there, and he's still running. Good pumping of the legs, and he's not going down. Oh, my goodness. Excellent run. Great leg pumps, keeping the legs moving to drive through that. 1st and 10 for the Falcons. Looks like we're on the 11-yard line. Good job, good Falcon push. Everybody was down the field with Alan, trying to give him some assistance in running. Here come the Falcons up to the ball. And a quick hitter right up the middle. Pushed ahead for a number of yards. Looks like we're about at the 5-yard line. Austin Mixer on the ball. Good push for the front line there to move through those Wildcats. We have a 2nd and 5 on about the 6-yard line. Falcons are approaching the line. Still in the wing T offense here. Got a snap of the ball. Second guy around. Looks like Alan Thomas right up the middle for a touchdown. Touchdown Falcons. Spectacular running. Good push by the line. Everybody did a great job blocking. Falcons are out for the extra point. Looks again like we'll go for a 2-point conversion. We've got 4 wideouts on this play. Drake Day takes a shotgun snap, pulls back, looks outside. 2-point conversion, good. To Cole Williams. Good catch, Cole. It is now 36 Falcons, 0 for the Wildcats. 5 minutes and 44 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
The route is on, Mr. Hendricks. The route is on.
I can remember when we used to play. Now you're thinking, okay, we can goose egg this. See if we can keep that up.
That's right. Pitch that shutout. It is Frank Newberry night at the game tonight, as I know that we've been mentioning. Just a terrible tragedy for the Chief, and we're still optimistic that he's going to come out of it okay and things are going to work well, and I know he's a tough guy.
He is very, very tough and wonderful man. And the kickoff is Noah Murphy this time. Kicked it down the field, and the Falcons are down covering on the punt. And they had a good drive back to about the 45-yard line, so it'll be 1st and 10 for the Wildcat football on the 45-yard line.
Yeah, it was a good kick and good coverage and a good return, so just a good play all the way around on there. Starting at 1st and 10 at the 45.
And we're sitting in the fourth quarter, so we have defense out on the field. Looks like we have a number of new players out there again who were on the same drive last time. Did a good job stopping the ball right up the middle. We'll see if the Wildcats tried a little different flavor on this drive.
Yeah, nice to see Coach Rowley getting the players on the sideline that don't have as much opportunity to play, getting out in the field and getting a good taste of football on a nice football night.
And we caught that guy in the backfield. Number 67, Ian Brim, was on that tackle all the way from the back. Looks like they did get a few yards out of the play, so it'll bring about 2nd and 6.
Now we have to watch out here for confusion because you start subbing guys in, subbing guys out. Things can get real interesting real fast.
It's sometimes easy to end up with 10 or 12 people on the field in these situations.
Looks like we got 11 now. We'll see when they snap it.
And the Wildcats head up to the ball. One guy split out to the right side of the field. Quick snap. Quarterback has the ball around the outside. Good tripping tackle. Good tackle by 23, Cordell Scarborough.
Cordell did a really nice play out of that left cornerback position. He turned the play in and made the tackle. So that was a double nice play. Contain and the tackle.
Yep. And all by himself out there. Open field tackles are hard to make sometimes.
That's right. And if the kid could have got a good block on him, there wasn't a lot of help. That could have gone all the way, but now with Cordell over there.
1st and 10 for the Wildcats as they come up to the ball. See if they take that outside approach again. They fake the ball up the middle. Quarterback's trying to get to the outside. He did hand it off to number 30. Alan Thomas out there, as well as some other. Alan Thomas pushed the running back out of the ball, off the sidelines, assisted by Austin Mixer on that.
Yeah, that was looked like it was a kind of quarterback option pitch, and he did pitch it to the tailback, and the tailback showed some good speed getting around the corner, but our Falcons took good angles and forced him out of bounds at about the 28-yard line.
And we are getting a bunch of players in and out of the game. This is a good time to get everybody some experience playing some football, enjoying the game.
Now the old trick as a player on the sideline, stand close to the coach so you can get in the game. Stand
right.
close to the coach.
You betcha.
Coach is looking around. I can see him eyeing the sidelines, wanting to get everybody in there.
Fake to that tailback right up the middle. Quarterback keeper. First grabbed by Reese Richard and helped out by looked like Cordell Scarborough again. Brings up second down and 5. No.
Yeah, I know everyone wants to pitch a shutout, but we've got a good defensive team in there, getting some guys that don't normally get to play all that much in the game, so it's just a good night all the way around for the Falcons.
And we are at 36-0, which means it's a continuous clock, so the clock will keep running through each play. We have 1 minute and 48 seconds left in the game. Pitch to number 30, trying to get a little bit outside. And good tackle out there on the left-hand side by Alan Thomas on that tackle.
Allen started in the safety position, and he rolled up well, wrapped the kid up, and laid him on his back. Just a real nice fundamental tackle and good play out of our safety.
Brings up 1st and 10 for the Wildcats from about the 12 or 13-yard line. About 1 minute and 14 seconds left in the game tonight. Wildcats trot up to the line.
The only suspense is, are they going to score or not?
And it's a quarterback keeper trying to get around the outside. Out here is Cordell and Alan Thomas, as well as a couple other Falcons. Looks like Tanner Snodgrass and Reese Richards. Good job, Tanner and Reese, for getting out there and making that
nice.
making those tackles. 41, about 35 seconds left on the clock right now. Wildcats are trotting up the line. We'll see what happens on this play.
We're going to get about one more playoff here, Mr. Hendricks. Hopefully we can stop them.
And it's a quick pitch to number 30 again. Oh, we got some Falcons right in their way. And it's a touchdown for the Wildcats. Kind of ran right off the left tackle there. Had a good push from the Falcons, just couldn't quite bring him down.
Yeah, we're playing good D, but Columbus Junction, they're a good football team, and they were able to knock a touchdown in, but the score is going to be in our favor.
His uncle is Cliff Robertson, who's on Spider-Man 1 and 2.
Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you.
Thanks for all the work you're doing.
Thank you. Some of it's good.
He knows all about our ball. He's excited.
Good deal.
Been talking to Jay about it quite a bit.
Looks like you guys have been
Good deal. Good, strong tackle on that 2-point conversion. Reese Richards takes him down. Decleated him. 21.8 seconds left in the clock. 36 Falcons, 6 for the Wildcats. Closing down the game.
So, Mr. Hendricks, this is your inaugural play-by-play action on the webcast. What are your impressions here?
I think it's a great thing, sir.
You're doing a good job, but still keep your day job, okay?
Okay. I'll show back up tomorrow.
Okay, very good. That's a good choice.
No problem.
That's just the boss talking now.
If NBC calls, I'm just telling you.
Do not hold your breath. I've been waiting by the phone for ESPN since 2 Friday nights ago, and they haven't called yet. Every time the phone rings, I sprint for it.
Oh, this is my call. I'm getting the call up, Coach. I'm going. All right.
Yeah, we're up here admiring our nice facilities here. Beautiful field, beautiful track. Playing surface is getting better and better as that sod settles in, and really looking forward to a great game tomorrow night. We're playing Central Lee in the varsity varsity game, and it's a really big game for us. So it's, I hate to say must win, but we're darn close to must win tomorrow night. So if you're not anywhere too far away, come join us tomorrow night for a home football game, and it just happens to be homecoming.
Lined up is the Wildcats to kick off. West Burlington's kind of in a prevent kick return here, thinking they may try a short kick. Back to receive that is Tanner Snodgrass. Picks it up about the 20-yard line. About the 30 there. Hits the 35. Hits the 40. Oh, 50. Over to the Wildcat 40-yard line. There is a little yellow flag on the field, so we'll have to see what that's all about.
Nice 40-yard return, but I see some laundry on the field, so that might be bad news for us, but we'll wait and see.
That's not Falcon laundry because it's yellow.
There you go.
We only have green laundry around here.
Preliminary signal is a hold on the Falcons.
All right. That's all right. That'll push us back to about the 30-yard line. Picking up 1st and 10 with about 13.9 seconds left. With 13.9 seconds, it just take us one snap here to end the football game. Falcons are leading 36-6.
And I know all football coaches believe there's one formation they like the best, the victory formation.
Well,
there it is, baby.
And there it is. There's a snap to Tyler Damon. Nailed it down. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And a good Falcon victory, 36-6.
Nice, solid victory. Good fundamentals, good tackling, good offense. Really pleased. I know Coach Brewer's looking forward to these guys moving up to the next level here in a few games. They still have a couple games left in 8th grade, though.
You betcha. Good win for the 8th grade football game, and up next will be 7th grade. And we had a wonderful cameraman, Tim, right next to me tonight, giving us some good support. He'll be with us for a little bit during the 7th grade, and then he's got a second duty inside for the spotlights tonight for the coronation. So Tim's a busy man this evening and doing a great job running their camera for us. Thanks a lot, Tim.